hand when I start waving my hand. Oh God, that failed. That didn't work out. Let me try another one. Let me try the other video. Lower my hand. Try the other video. Just stand by. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We are on. We're live. We're live. We're live. Okay. Welcome to the platform. Spotlights on you. Spotlights on you. Interview. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Immaculata Ify, all the way from Nigeria. And she's going to be interviewing me for the first time. She's going to be the interviewer. And training is essential, ladies and gentlemen. And when you're working with people, partnering with people, we all have to know how each person's business runs. And Ify is an administrator of for Unity and Service. And I'm going to go ahead and read her bio. Ify Immaculata is a highly skilled virtual assistant who works closely with Unity and Service Incorporated. CEO Dr. Patricia Rogers, providing essential operational and administrative support to growing businesses. Known for her ability to handle the daily chaos that often accompanies small business ownership, Immaculata transformed confusion into clarity through organization, systems, and consistent execution. She supports scheduling, communications, task management, and back-end operations, allowing leaders to focus on vision and growth. Dependable, she's detail-oriented and solutions-driven. Immaculata is passionate about helping entrepreneurs streamline processes, reduce overwhelm, and operate with greater efficiency, confidence, and a peace of mind. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what virtual assistants do for the small business owner. So with that, she's going to ask me a few questions, and we're going to have a short interview. And again, over to you, Immaculata. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pat, for this wonderful opportunity and the amazing introduction. I really appreciate. She has already said it all. Thank you so much for your audience as we kick off today's activity. Stay tuned.
Question number one.
All right. As the CEO of Unity in Service, so how do you carry out your business?
As a CEO of Unity and Service, how do I carry out my business is the question?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. How do I carry out my business? I carry out my business in unity and service. First of all, let me say that let me go back a little bit. I have been in business for over a decade. And after retiring or prior to retiring from the corporate arena in 2016, I started discovering what my gifts were. I had to learn what the entrepreneurs were doing. So I attended a lot of networking events, in-person events, and I met a lot of people. So how do I carry out my business? First thing, I have to meet people. I have to know what I want to do in my business, and then I have to meet people. But what I do in my business is work, number one. And after discovering my gifts in 2020, I'll say about 2014, 2015, I realized that I enjoyed bringing people together. And so therefore that led me to hosting virtual events. I'm sorry, in-person events first. And then I did the virtual events when the pandemic came. It shifted us to online. But I started hosting events in my backyard of my home. And I would have all the entrepreneurs come around and come over, and they would do an introduction about the business and products and services that they were marketing. So how I carry out my business is, first of all, I have to know what I wanted to do. And that is, like I just said, I wanted to bring people together, set a platform so that entrepreneurs can talk about what they do in their businesses. And of course, with that, we did that, and we did that periodically. Everything we do in our business, I do it consistently. I do it over and over and over again because it sharpens my skills. It gives us a chance to really communicate with one another, get to know one another. And of course, it gives us an opportunity to invest in each other's products and services. And of course, when the pandemic hit in 2020, I immediately came to online events, which is what we're doing even today. And thank you so much for being a part of our team and working for Unity and Service, because you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. And so how I carry out my business is on a daily basis. I write out what I need to do for the next day. I follow that script. And of course, I have to take action when the idea or thought comes to me as to what I need to do, how I need to implement these processes. I just try them, see if it works. And most cases it does work because God gives us the vision. And when he gives us the vision, he's going to give us the knowledge and the provision to carry out the vision that he has given us so that we can be of service to other people. And that to me is what entrepreneurship is about. It's about being of service to other people. And that means that we take our gifts, we monetize our gifts because it's our own intellectual properties. It comes from our own mindset, which means we deserve to get paid for our services. And this is what entrepreneurs do. We invest in each other's services. And so that's how I carry out my business. I post on social media. I host events, and I use systems such as Eventbrite, such as Zoom. Zoom is a system. I use the systems. And how do I manage that? I learn to work the systems. I study them and I learn what they do so that when I get ready to do the events that I host, Unity and Service host, everything runs together smoothly. And that's really how I run my business. I run my business daily, 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 daily. And I use the systems that are in place to make it happen smoothly. I hope I answered your question. Next question.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. And let me not forget this important nugget, leadership. That is using what you have passion for to carry out some task. It will motivate you more. I learned that. And playing around with system, you always tell me that it improves growth. It makes us to grow more. When you play around with platform, exploring new tasks, I've learned that from you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I
All
teach you a
right.
lot. I teach you a
Yeah,
lot.
I've learned
And
a
you
lot.
and you are a good learner. You are a very good learner. I love the fact that you want to learn. And that's what entrepreneurs, all of us who are entrepreneurs, a lot of times people think they don't have time to learn. But you are definitely on a good track because you're willing to learn, you want to know. And Napoleon Hill says in his book, Think and Grow Rich, that you have to have a burning desire. And that's what a lot of people lack, that burning desire to succeed. So kudos to you. Next question.
All right, thank you. Now move to the next question. So, what's one of the most difficult part of your business? We want to know.
Okay, what is one of the most difficult parts of my business? Is that what you asked me?
Yes.
Okay. One of the most difficult, ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. One of the most difficult parts of my, I'm going to be transparent. One of the most difficult parts of my business is dealing with people that are not in alignment with what I'm doing, with the calling that God has on my life. And sometimes people want what you have or want what I have. They want to speak. They want us to promote them across social media. They want to be a part of the speaking programs that we have and the speaking opportunities that we have. But every business has standards that call policies and procedures. And based on the policies and procedures or the standards that Unity and Service hosts, sometimes I get people that don't want to comply to the process. And that makes it a little bit difficult for me because on occasion, now and then, I have to tell them my platform is not a good fit for you. But the majority of the time, they love what they see. They like what they see. They don't have a problem complying. But every now and then, I will get what we call a difficult person to deal with. And we're not in this arena to fuss. We're not in it to fight. We're in it to achieve success. So if people are not moving with you, then they're moving against you, and then that causes friction and conflict, and that can destroy a business. Do you agree?
Yes.
So I always say to myself, even if they're willing to pay for the services and their disciplines are not in alignment with what I'm trying to show them, how we do the process or carry out the process so that we can give them maximum visibility, then it makes it difficult for me. And sometimes I'll have to say, you know what, maybe this platform is not for you. And that's difficult when you have to tell people and turn them away. But it is what it is. Next question. I
All
hope I
right,
answered your
ma'am.
question.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much. And I cannot continue saying out my testimony, staying with you. I've learned that whenever you have a business, you need to have a structure. And not only having a structure, that you use your standard to protect your structure. Being disciplined is very necessary. I've learned that from you because to ensure the smooth running of your business, we have to be disciplined and protect the standard of our business. Thank you so much, Dr. Pat.
Thank you.
All right, let's move to the next question. How do you choose what product to market?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, how do you choose what product to market?
Oh, okay. How do I choose what product to market?
Yes.
Okay, got you. How do I choose the products that I market? Oh, that's a good question too. Well, I believe that vision comes from above, comes from God. He created each and every one of us for a purpose, for his purpose. And therefore, if he created us for his purpose, he's going to take care of us. He's going to give us what we need. And he's going to show us and guide us and lead us down the path that he wants us to go. Now, sometimes we deviate and we don't want to do that the way it has been given to us. But I can say this, you have to have a strong trust in the process and the processor, who is God. And so therefore, how I choose the products is when God gives me an idea, I try it. I try it. He just recently gave me an idea to start asking people to become an affiliate for Unity and Service so that they can make money by helping us to promote the events that we host. So what do? You, me, us, the team, we promote it on social media. We put the banner together, telling them what's available, because that's a job opportunity. That's a job opportunity. And entrepreneurs create opportunity. Now, whether people take advantage of it or not, that's their decision, and that's between them and God. But we, Unity and Service, open doors of opportunity so that people can get money for helping us to push this event. And not only this event, but events to come. Yes, we have to train them. We have to show them the standards and the policies and procedures that we use, how we do it, but we create the content, give them the content, show them the process, and they take it from there. And they sharing it within their network will bring us more reach for our own network. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So this is why people need people. This is why we have to collaborate. This is why coming together make things happen on a bigger scale. You know, so the way I choose the products that I market is by God. God gives me all of my ideas, and what I do when I do, and all of us get ideas. What I do is I don't sit on it. I don't let it stay in my head. I have to take action. I have to bring it into fruition by taking action to make it happen. And that's what I do. And when normally when somebody buys that product, I already know God is pleased with me. And God is saying, you got it. You got it. That's it. Because he does not give us something, and he's not going to leave us hanging. He's not going to leave us by ourselves. But we have to trust the process. And that's what a lot of entrepreneurs are afraid to take the leap, because they worry about who might buy, who might not say anything if I post on social media. What if nobody says anything? But what I want everybody to know is that people are waiting on you to serve them. People are waiting on people to show up who can guide them into their destiny with the services that they have to provide. So some of the services that we have, we do podcast interviews, which is what we're doing now. We have collaboration book. We took on that project last year. We did 23 authors in that book. If I had not put the information out there and the opportunity, nobody would have known that it was available. So we have to be bold. We have to let go of the fear. We have to let go of the doubt. We have to let go of anything that's stopping us from taking that leap to put and follow through on the vision that God has given to each and every one of us. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We also do speaking platforms. We have served thousands and thousands of speakers since 2016. We have been in the business of setting these platforms. We do the heavy lifting. You speak, we fill the seats. You speak, we have to fill the seats. And that's where the work comes in at. We have to promote the event across social media. We have to create and give you content so that you can promote yourself as well across social media. So these are the things that we do. And this is the way how I carry out any ideas that I have in my head. I try it, see if it works. I get fearful. I have those same negative thoughts that everybody else have. And I know too, I look over my past and I say, if you did it for me before, you're going to do it again. And I'm good with that because it works and it keeps on working. And that's why you have become a part of this community. I love you, girl. Do you have any more questions for me? Because I'm going to go ahead and play a video. And I'm going to go ahead and play a short video. We want to invite everybody to this upcoming event. And if you click right here at the bottom of my screen, right there, it says Systems 2026.eventbrite.com. Get your ticket and come to this event because we're going to be talking about systems that will help your business run smoothly. And we're going to do some demonstrations on actual platform. We're going to pull up our screen so you can actually see some of the things that I do to create content from AI. I'm going to show you a little bit about how to send out one mass email using Gmail system. I'm going to show you a little bit about Eventbrite. And then we have other speakers on the platform who are going to talk about books. How do you write a book in 3 days? We got some of them are going to talk about health and wellness. There's so many topics. We have about 13 speakers, and some of them are 7-minute speakers, 15-minute speakers. But I'm going to dive deep. So I got a little more time on the clock. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we love you. Ify, I want to say thank you so much for this warm, heartfelt interview.
Thank you so much. But before we go, let me remind us of this affirmation from my mentor, Dr. Patricia Rogers. I will never forget it. As you've listened to what we said, let it be registered in your mind that God will never help you if you are not ready. That's what she always tells me. And not only that, if you want to go far in life, you go together. But if you want to go fast, you go alone. So that's the essence of collaboration. You cannot do it alone. Thank you so much, Dr. Pat.
I like that. You cannot do it alone. And you're right. I always tell it. Y'all be listening. I always tell her if she's not ready, God not gonna help people if they're not ready. He can't help you. He gonna go to the next person. I'm glad to know that stuff because it's true. It's true. And I love what you just said when you said that we cannot do it alone. We have to go together. And this is why Unity in Service has a powerful, powerful, powerful affirmation that says people
need people.
Absolutely. People need people. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you all for joining us today. And we are going to go ahead and we're going to play this little video once again, and we're going to close on this note. And again, Ify, you did an excellent job as an interviewer. Thank you.